who today won the pole with a lap of 26.395 seconds, which is a new track record. This is Carl's third pole this year and his seventh in his career. Carl, congratulations. Tell us about your run.
Man, it was a good run. My car was very easy to drive. Bob Osborne did a really good job with it. When I saw the laps that people were running, when I saw Kurt's lap, I thought, man, that's fast. There's no way anybody's going to beat that. And then I didn't even ask what AJ's lap was. I didn't want to know because I still don't know what it is. But our lap was really good, and Bob did a good job adjusting for that pickup in speed. We were first in practice, but it was almost 0.3 slower. So for the car to go that much faster and to still handle the way it did, my hat's off to Bob. I owe this pole to him.
We'll go ahead and open up to questions from the media. We'll start with
Mark Armijo, the Arizona Republic. Carl, you feel like you have the machine to end this miserable losing stretch you're on?
I hope so. That everything kind of lined up for us here this pole run, though. We had a great draw. The car was perfect. We focused on qualifying the whole time. And I haven't run a race trim run yet, so I still don't know what we have for Sunday. But, we've been working very hard at our shop to be better and to, to have cars and performances that earn us trophies. So hopefully we can end that here. There'd be no better place. I love racing here. And these last two races of the season are all, we'd like to go into the winter with a win, that's for sure.
Lewis.
Lewis, Frank Reuters. Carl, we saw it at Talladega in Texas. Some people could come from the back to the front. So how important was it, to you and Bob to make sure you started, if not on the pole, so far up?
Right. It's very important to start up front. It's one of the things we've been focusing on. Qualifying, and we've had 3 poles, I think, in the second half of the season, if I'm not mistaken. That's huge. I think I've only got 7 poles in my career, so we've focused on it. It's been working, and it's really important here. I think this track, like almost all of the tracks that we race on now, the track position is hugely important, and it's because everyone's so competitive, and the field is separated by such a small amount. So the pit stall selection, that first pit stall will help us. The clean air at the beginning of the race will help us, and hopefully I can race mistake free and we can capitalize on all of that.
Further questions for Carl? Anything downstairs?
No questions.
Let's come back to Mulher and then go back to Mark.
Mike Muller, MikeMuller.net. I was talking to David Reagan earlier this morning, and he was saying one of the problems that Roush has had is you guys essentially have 8 teams over there, and it's like changing the Queen Mary's direction. It's a big boat to turn around. Even if you find something, then you got to put it in 7 other cars, whether it's the engine or whatever. That's been a problem. I mean, is that true? I mean, is that the way?
Yeah, I don't know. It appears that way. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly. As things change, you can't just say, "Hey, we are this way and we'd be better this other way." But we'll find out here. If we are producing cars and sheet metal and engines for less or for fewer cars next year, it may be simpler for us to change directions and to maybe adapt to good things that we find. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things I've only heard Jack say it one time, but he did talk about how much production we do there, and sometimes when we all know how it is. If somebody says you have to produce 3 articles a day, that's a lot different than if you have a couple days to do something really nice. So for all of our guys, if it gives them a little more time, if it does take a little workload away, maybe we'll have better product, and that would be nice.
Mark Armijo, Arizona Republic.
I don't know how many articles a day you guys can write, but really, yeah, right.
Carl, the 3 chase contenders are starting fairly far back, but you suspect you'll see them up front before too long tomorrow or Sunday?
Right. The only thing about this place is it is a very short race. I mean, it's a relatively short race. It is very difficult to pass here. I think you'll see some pit strategy I think that the pit strategy will come into play for those guys in their respective finishes. I think their finishes will be determined more on pit strategy here than maybe at other places. So, yeah, I expect to see those guys up front. They run well every week. That's why they're in the position they're in. But, there's a lot of cars that are fast here. I saw some cars that were fast in race trim that you might have a surprise winner here. It just seems like there's a lot of guys that are fast.
Any questions from the press box? Anything else up here? Carl, congratulations. Good luck Sunday.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys. Get to those articles.